Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Thursday night, Radical Race Series, and you know what that means. It's the Battle of the Radicals. It's the SR8 SR10 Round 6 Season 4 live from Zandvoort. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Mr. Jim Cunningham here this evening as well. We got the likes of the big hitters, Paul LeMay, Simon Edwards, Solly Wrighton, Kim Andre Bjorkland in the SR10s. Then we got Jamie Bird, Mike Buson, and Colin Wynn sitting in the SR8s with Graham Matthews and Stefan Mellis. We're into the dying end of qualifying before we go into race number 1. We can tell you now as well, it's going to be 10 laps for race number 1, 18 laps for race number 2. In the championship, Bruno Vitorino is leading on 2.54. He's 10 points ahead of Solly Wrighton with Simon Edwards and Luke Crowley. Then we've got the SR8s of Jamie Bird, Colin Wynn, Stefan Mellis, and also Phil Glover and Heinz Braun and Graham Matthews as well. So we'll bring you up them all officially next week as well once we kick off into the second half of the season. It's going to be an interesting one. We go to Mid-Ohio, Hockenheim, Autodromo Nationale Le Mans, Watkins Glen International, Circuit Le Mans, and then Road Atlanta where we finish out the season. Let's bring Jim into the booth. Jim, welcome in. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good to be here with you. I'm excited that we are here at Zandvoort, and I think it's going to be a very interesting race today with these cars at this track. I'm really excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, let's bring you up the grid for race number 1. It's just come ready. And I will be able to tell you now, it's going to be Paul LeMay on pole position with Simon Edwards and Solly Wrighton in second and third. Kim Andre Bjorkland, Jamie Bird, Bruno Vitorino, Mike Buson, Luke Crowley, Stefan Mellis, Colin Wynn, Graham Matthews, and finishing off at the back is Mr. Phil Glover. Well, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. It is Zandvoort. It's been around since 1948 in different configurations. We're now on the configuration of the 2020 layout onwards here this evening as well. Right, we're going to just wait for... There we go. Bruno's just got onto the grid, ready to go. It's going to be lights out, and away we go. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We are green, green, green. We are up and running here. Round 6 is underway. Paul LeMay leading down into the whole shot with Simon Edwards. Jamie Bird tucked in right behind him and leading the SR8s alongside Solly Wrighton. But it is Paul LeMay sweeping around that outside line there as well. Bird and also Wrighton having a nice little tussle as they run down now into Hugenhouse spot. Round the long right-hander, taking the left-hander, taking the high banking because that is the fastest line. All actions go, no real dramas kicking off at the beginning. Jim, everybody away cleanly.
Yeah, it's a good start. And it seems like everybody was minding their business there, getting through the high bank section the first time, warming these tires up and getting the grip back up in these cars a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul LeMay leading the field half a second, almost ahead of Simon Edwards, with Jamie Bird and Solly Wrighton and in third and fourth. Bruno Vitorino tucked in behind that one. Then you've got Kim Andre Bjorkland that we're on board with now. He's chasing down Bruno in that black SR10. It's a battle of the SR10s. Tucked in right behind that is Mr. Mike Buson in the SR8. Mike there as well. Absolutely killing it in the SR8. How is he going to get on here, though? It's a very difficult circuit through the literally hindsight bot. Coming into Kumo now before we go through Larry Lyondike for the final corner. And it is everybody very close together. There is literally about, we got 5.5 seconds between Paul LeMay up front and Graham Matthews at the back. Very, very close at the moment.
Yeah, that was actually a great first lap. We got Simon here. It looks like he's about to try to pull a move on Paul. He is closed right up on him here.
Yeah, absolutely. Through turn 1 and 2 they go in through the right-hander of 3. Now it's the left-hander of 4. Hugenholspot, if you want the official name. I can't read them all. I am not Dutch. I cannot say half of these. But we'll try and carry on as we're going on the way down here as well. Through the left, through the right. We're going to drop down the hill, down into Shivlak. I can say that one. Down through the right-hander, plunging down the hill we go. And then it's going to be going into Box 9, which generally means turn 9 before we go into the looping left-hander of turn 10. Very, very close. 2 laps down here out of a 10-lap race as well. Going to be interesting to see what Simon Edwards has got in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Simon and Paul are the two main guys that balance these cars for this league, and so they've got a lot of experience in individually in each one of these cars, and they are they're very used to driving these things around here this week. And there's a few more guys. Looks like Phil Glover dropped back a little bit there. We haven't seen a lot of change though in the order of racing here. Really the only big move so far has been Jamie Bird's up a couple spots and Bruno's up one. But other than that, we don't have much going on.
Yeah, Jamie Bird, of course, sitting in the lead of the SR8. Graham Matthews just been off the side of the circuit as well. So we'll see how he gets back and whether or not he's going to be able to join back on to the back end. There you go, onto the nose of Mr. Edwards through the left down. You can see they've got to take that high line. You take that shorter, shallow route on the inside, you do end up losing speed there and it drops you back. And so it's very, very interesting, the fact that they've got to take that higher line going through that banked section of the race circuit. Otherwise, they do end up losing a lot more time. Coming into turn number 9 now. Still LeMay, still Edwards in the SR10s. Still Bird leading in the SR8s as well. LeMay's... What is LeMay in? Is LeMay... Can we go on LeMay a minute? I think he's in the wrong class here because I'm showing his SR10 and I think he's actually in an SR8.
He is in an SR8.
Yeah, it just needs to change in... I think we might want to check the driver overrides on that one and see what he's classed as. Because I've got him showing up as the wrong class. Well, maybe it might be my overrides, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he's showing up in the opposite of Simon Edwards, which he is. So that would be that should be correct.
Okay, that might be just me.
Yeah. What's interesting? Talking about going through turn 3 there. I am with the official names. Simon is taking a lower line than it seems like a lot of guys are. You were talking about how they kind of need to take that high line. Watch Simon as they're coming around here into turn 1. As they get to turn 3, watch Simon. He seems to be running a little lower line than a lot of these guys through here.
Yeah, jump on board the chopper if we can. Might be a little bit easier for me to see because I'm old and I can't really see that.
Well, he stayed up. Yeah, he stayed up a little higher that time, but yeah. Still a little lower than most of those guys. A lot of guys use that curbing all the way on the top side, but he doesn't seem to run up there. Of course, you can't ever question Simon's line. He's one of the fastest guys in the world in these cars.
Yeah, absolutely. Ignore the timer in the top left-hand corner, guys. It will be on laps. It will not be on the 17-minute time. So ignore the 17 minutes. It will be on laps up in the top left-hand corner. And it is, of course, 10 laps, which will not take very long at all. Jamie Bird in the SR8. Paul LeMay is in the SR8. It was my doing on my side. I got it all a little bit wrong and a little bit of a boo-boo. Jamie Bird, solid right and having a nice battle. Mike Buson's dropped all of the... Well, he's third in class, 8th overall at the moment. Tucked in behind Mr. Luke Crowley. It's an SR8, SR10 battle. Well, and you can see currently Mike is tucked in behind him.
That's no place for a legend. Last week he was on here in the chat telling us that they called him a legend after he, won an SR8 title, and now he comes in here and he's running in the back half of the field. He claims to be a legend. Got to see him start moving up.
Yeah. That's exactly what Mike is. The problem is you can't move up that quick when you drive a John Deere tractor for the day job. You know what I mean? It's a little bit hard.
He's a legend in his own mind, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think he just goes off on cloud line somewhere and becomes a legend there, does old Mike. So
I do have to say, where Bjorklund is running here was a bit of a surprise to me, qualifying back. He's a fast driver. We see him racing a lot of different series around. He's pretty quick. I was kind of surprised that he's mid-pack here and staying mid-pack. A bit surprising. I think he's kind of new to these cars maybe a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, but surprising. I would have thought he was going to be right up front.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is as well, it depends on the race circuit, I think, at the same time.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people like Zandvoort, other people don't like Zandvoort. I'm just fussy. I'm not saying I don't like Zandvoort, because Zandvoort is quite a nice circuit to drive, and I have to be honest, I do kind of like it. But there are other circuits that people just generally don't like. Like, I can't stand Le Mans, it's too long. it goes on forever.
Well,
And, you know, and I can't stand other circuits as well, like Silverstone. That drives me bonkers.
well, that's its own, you know, if I'm being honest, that's its own thing in general. But
Oh, go on, Kim. Which way are you going to go? Kim on JPBroadcasting. Sorry, Jim, cut you off there.
No,
He's got to the outside. He's looking at there we go, through Bruno. Sweeps around the outside. It's not going to hold the grip. Go out on a little bit of the marbles. And unfortunately, the marbles do not like the tyres. And the tyres, unfortunately, said no for Kim on JPBroadcasting. He's got to go up higher. There you go. Out you go. Now pick it up on the way out, son. Use that banking. Carry that speed. And close in on Bruno as we go on that run. Right the way through to turn 9. We're going to sweep left, then we're going to go sweep right. Take a little bit of curb on the inside. You just missed it. Take a little bit more here as well. Rapid downhill. Now pull in the late apex. Now go, go, go. Right the way down into turn 9. That sharp right-hander. Through we go. Take it. Missed the sausage curb. Now into turn 10. Another right-hander as well. Take the curb. Take the curb. There you go. Get that rotation. Round into turn 11. Now this is a difficult one. It seems to go on forever. Round, round. Wait. Throttle. Go. Go. Down into Hansergbot, which is the left, and then the right down through the banking turn. That section alone, I love. It's a sweeping section. You've got lots on board. You've got lots to do. Absolutely amazing section of racetrack. This is where the high speed bits are. This is where he's going to set him up down into turn 1.
yeah, I'm like you a lot on this track. I love this track, but I also hate it a little bit. You know, I don't know. I don't get around here great. I can't find my rhythm here, and this is definitely a track that you have to develop a rhythm with. And there's a couple of spots on here that just break my rhythm, and that was a nice move by Bjorklund there. He's the same thing, though. He's not going to be able to hold it.
Yep. Can't hold him on the outside. The marbles take effect on turn number 1. It is an absolute killer of a turn to try and go around the outside. And if you do get it wrong, well, unfortunately, you end up losing speed. And he's just doing it every single time. But you've got to give props to Bruno. Bruno's covering off that inside line down into 1. He knows he has to. He can't be bullied out here, Bruno. You're going to have to carry speed, son. Run it in there deep. There you go. Get it stopped on the downhill. And away you go. Bjorklund at the moment cannot get through just because of how defensive Bruno's driving. And he's stopping him before he even comes out the corner.
Yes, but cleanly defensive. He's putting his car in the right spot. He's not moving it around under braking and doing any of that dirty stuff. He's driving a good, solid, clean defensive line.
I'm sure we don't know anybody that drives around dirty, do we?
No, not at all.
I tell you what, though, Jamie Bird has got close to Simon Edwards as well, but this battle is the closest one. Through the left hand, you can see all the gravel on the right-hand side there is not going to help. Bjorklund needs this inside line coming off this corner. He needs Bruno to have an absolute terrible corner. We're going to close right in now. Here we go. The drive's going to pick us up just about now. Now we've got the run. Bruno, where you going? Close him in. Oh, Bruno takes the inside again. Bjorklund's got to try that line. There's contact, a little bit of an argy-bargy. Bruno's going to run in deep. Bjorklund tries to come underneath him. Can't get it done. And what did you say about cleanly?
Well, things happen, you know. I tell you what, Kim was not happy about it at all. He got on those flashing those lights right away as soon as they come out of that. He obviously didn't take too kindly to that, so we'll see. If you want to know my opinion, I think he's been setting him up at turn 1. I think he's been doing that outside move there, and he's going to get, and then he's going to switch back on him and try an inside move coming up here in the next lap or two to get by him. That's what I think he's trying to do. We'll see.
He can't get by him. No, do you know why he can't get by him?
Let's hear.
Nope. Bruno gets such a good run out through Kumo, out through Aaron Lyondike, and then as soon as he sees Bjorklund coming, takes the inside line. Takes the inside away from Bjorklund. That's the problem. Bjorklund just cannot get there. He's closing and he's closing, but he's got to get Bruno soon. And again, look at the gravel line. It's coming right in. He knows he can't go around the outside there either. He's coming into this Kumo corner and he's got to go right. But look, Bruno opens it up just a smidge on the gap. Now it's the run out through Harry Lyondike, up on the banking. Now watch Bruno's move. He's going to literally see him come in, see Bjorklund come in, bang! Over he goes, right on that inside, hugs that white line tighter than his favourite grandma. That instantly puts Bjorklund on the outside. Yep. He sends it in on him. The gap's got to be there. Bjorklund's going to try and hold him again now.
Oh, he got
him. He does manage, yeah, he got him done that time, but that was a tough work for Kim Andre Bjorklund.
That was a very nice pass right there, and he went out there and he found his grip finally after 4 or 5 tries through that turn. But he found his spot and he maintained the grip, did a good job there. That was a great pass.
Yeah, I think that's because he picked up most of the gravel on his tires. He's been out there that often.
He worked it through. He cleaned it off while he was making laps through there.
Yeah, he cleaned the racetrack.
Let's see what's going on up here with Paul and Simon. Paul has opened up quite a nice little gap here to Simon. Let's see if we can see.
Yeah, 1.9 second. 1.9 seconds, coming out to 2 seconds now. Bird's closing in on Edwards as well.
Yeah.
Let's drop it back. There we go. There's Edwards. There's Bird just below the screen. You just see his nose. In through we go. Through the right-hander. Now in through the left. Out the other side we go. And this is where Bird's moment's going to come. He's got to get that run up the hill. He's got up the hill. Round into the corner. Through the right-hander. Now he's going to pick him up on another right-hander. Harry Lyondike. It's going to be a run here for Jamie Bird. How close is he going to be able to get? Edwards gets the drive off the corner. But here comes Bird. He's going to... Oh, there's a building there. Who did that? And tucked in. Now he's going to come down, and he's just not close enough. It just doesn't look like he's quite got the speed out the last corner.
No, and you can't pass through this section up here. It's just there's really only one line going through turn 3 here, and it's this high side. There's no passing on the low side there at all.
No, if you do that, you're going to be in danger. Bird's only got this one lap. His final lap of the race for race number 1. And Paul LeMay is going to look at taking this victory without getting himself any dramas whatsoever. Paul, are we here as well, Mr. LeMay? Where's Michael? I haven't seen Michael around for a while.
No, actually, he hasn't been. Yeah, he hasn't been around for not over here. He finished out the SR8 season. Graham Matthews has had a couple issues, but we're on the last lap here. We won't go visit that, but
no, let him get away with one race without having replays, Jim. Don't want to punish him there. Luke Crowley's had a drama. Luke Crowley has had a drama. He's dropped down 2 spaces. He was in front of Buson. Now it looks like he's dropped down behind Mellis for Luke Crowley. That might be an interesting one to go and have a visit. But let's see Paul LeMay over the line. He's going to pick up the race 1 winner, chicken dinner. Over he goes here for Paul LeMay. Takes the checker flag. Jamie Bird tucked in. It is going to be Edwards. Grabs that second place. Then Jamie Bird. Let's have a quick look at Luke Crowley before we change sessions because he did some drama.
All right. Yeah, let's see what happened to him here. Yeah, my famous slow motion replays.
Here we go. Oh, dude, your back end's coming round. Here he comes. Here he goes. Yeah, there we go.
If I'm being honest, that is one of the places that I struggle on this track as well, right there.
Yeah, you can see he just was a bit loose going out there, and unfortunately, he caused himself some drama. So,
it looks like there we go. All right, real quick, you want to look at the results? Or you just want to go straight to the grid here?
No, let's do the results really quickly if they are there.
They are.
Paul LeMay takes the win with Simon Edwards, Jamie Bird, Solly Wrighton and Kimonjo Bjorkland, Bruno Vitorino, Mike Buson, Stefan Mellis, Luke Crowley, last lap drama, Colin Wynn, Phil Glover and Graham Matthews. So that's the results from race number 1. And then we'll have a see on the grid now.
Oh, yeah, no, they're warming up. I forgot they had a warm-up session right in here. So it gives us a minute to talk about what we saw here in race 1.
Yeah, I think that's the thing for me is race 1, I enjoyed it. Paul LeMay got away well, took the win, no real dramas. Simon Edwards was in his own little battle with Jamie Bird, got close to LeMay, then dropped back a bit. Bird couldn't capitalise. Vitorino and again, Kimonjo Bjorkland, you saw them fighting. And Wrighton had a very, I suppose for his standards, boring one. We didn't really see him there, apart from right at the beginning. There was a couple of people we also didn't see. So, I think that's fair dues. I think they'll be happy with that as long as they got points on the board.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I was probably expecting a little more passing here than has happened. I mean, I know Zandvoort, for the Formula cars isn't exactly famous for passing, but I thought these vehicles being more closely matched, I thought we were going to see a little more passing than we did there. They all kind of just seemed to spread out, and then it was a real struggle for Bjorklund to make that pass on Vitorino. It took him, all of 5 or 6 laps of the race to do that at least. I don't know. I guess that would be my surprise is there wasn't more passing action in that particular one. Yeah,
I think the thing is that run down into turn 1 is normally the main focus.
Sure.
Because you get such a good run out of Ariel Lyndike. But there doesn't seem to be a massive speed disparity between the cars this week. And there isn't a great lot of the fact of they're basically catching each other and overtaking each other. Good evening, chaps. Good evening, George. How are you? For me, it'd be interesting to see if they had a little bit more disparity. But let's bring you up the grid for race number 2. Don't forget reverse grid. Colin Wynn's going to be on pole with Luke Crowley alongside. Oh, he did that on purpose, putting him on the front row. Luke, you naughty boy.
Yeah.
Stefan Mellis, Mike Busson, 3rd and 4th. Then Bruno Vitorino, Kim-Andre Bjorklund, Solly Wrighton and Jamie Bird, Simon Edwards, Paul LeMay, Phil Glover and Graham Matthews. Is this where we see the Mike Busson legend that is the tractor driver of Froome and Somerset? Is he going to go and win this race? Well, we're going to find out. We're just waiting for Mellis, Busson and Bjorklund to get on to the grid. And then we are going to be agreeing. I guess Simon is regretting the 60 kilos.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
Here's the lights, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's green light, green light, green light. Colin Wynn didn't really get a jump off the line. There was a massive mover in the rear end. I don't know who that blue car was straight away, but it was a massive mover. And that looks like Solly Wrighton's just had a right old jump at the start. Got an absolutely stunning line, 3 wide at one point. But it is Mike Busson leading the field. He's jumped up 3 places, going down into turn number 1. Busson's through. Let's say there he is there. And then he's got Luke Crowley, Colin Wynn. It'd be interesting to have a look back at the start in a little while to see how Mike Busson got them 3 places, but Colin Wynn just cannot hold on. Bjorklund's going to pass him now as well. Wynn's dropping down the order. Solly Wrighton's tucked him right behind him, and Jamie Bird not behind that, far behind him either. And unfortunately, Colin Wynn and his ring rust looks like he is struggling a little bit at the moment. He's just lost about 3 places already. Jamie Bird nips up the inside of Solly Wrighton, and there, job done for Jamie. And he's on his bike as well.
Looks like he got him and Bruno split right, and both of them passed him right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, both sides. It's unfortunate for him. But Jamie Bird trying to make waves forward. Paul LeMay trying to make waves as well. Goes past Stefan Mellis. Stefan, defend, brother, defend.
Yeah, he did not throw up much of a defense there. I don't think this is one of Stefan's favorite tracks. From what if I recall right.
Oh,
let's go back.
Do you know what? I think for me, it's probably the fact that there's little practice coming out of the Stefan Mellis household. Now we've got Crowley. He's alongside Busson. Busson's going to send him in deep, open up the steering, cut his nose off. Crowley's going to try to cut back underneath. Bjorklund's going to be in there as well. Busson manages to hold on. He should hold on through this section. He'll be coming out the other side on that run down into turn 9, where Busson could be under a threat if Crowley gets a run. He doesn't. Bjorklund gets a better run. On the nose we go. Now Bjorklund's going to follow Crowley through the right, through the left. Take the inside, inside. He's going to open the door. There you go. Drop down underneath him. Kim-Andre Bjorklund. Crowley's off.
Yeah,
Crowley's digging.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep, he's taking a trip on the beach.
He did.
Oh, he's coming round. Oh, swing, bada.
Whoa. Look at this battle back up here. Bjorklund got such a run that he's up there challenging for the lead all of a sudden.
He's coming underneath you, Mike. He's coming underneath you. No, he ain't. Busson's going to get the run out. That's like turn 1 at Kota. There's 3 different lines. Vitorino and Wrighton coming in behind him as well. Go on, Mike, send it in. Oh, sends it in deep on the Norwegian.
Well, he's a legend.
Through they go.
Of course he sent it in deep.
He's used to digging carrots deep. That's about it, I think. Through the right hand and out.
It's his computer fans, man. It's his computer fans.
Dude, he's got more fans than IKEA. And I don't mean fans. Bjorklund's gone through. Now Buson's going to try and come on underneath him. He's not going to have a go. Vitorino and Wrighton battling away. Wynn and Glover side by side. They're fighting it down into turn one. There's a lot of action further back kicking in as well. And it's all seeing what's going on. There's Colin Wynn. There's Phil Glover. There's Stefan Mellis. And after Wynn's, I don't really know what to call it, unpracticed start, he's having another go at Phil Glover. Oh, they're side by side, nose off. Wynn takes Glover's nose for a souvenir. Now Mellis has got to have a go at him as well. Poor old Phil Glover in that SR10 sandwich between these two SR8s.
He is indeed.
Stefan Mellis tucked in again here. And off he goes, George, in YouTube chat. Luke got distracted by the beach. He definitely did. He went out with his kids and he got a bucket and spade.
He did indeed.
And away he went. Yeah, and then come back onto the track, which was very, very scary indeed. Solly Wrighton and Bruno Vitorino, Paul LeMay. LeMay trying to make his way through the field, of course. He's now back up into 5th, up 5 places. 3 of 18. We've got 15 to go.
I mean,
and now LeMay's going to tuck
Paul
up.
is really the only one that's made any decent amount. 5 spots is the most we've seen in both races by far. I mean, it's been a lot limited to, of course, Bjorklund's up 5 spots as well. So I wonder if Paul is going to be able to work his way all the way out, because he dominated the first race, but he was out in clean air.
Yeah, it's always harder in dirty air. You can see Wrighton and Vitorino there going side by side. And Vitorino manages to hold on, but Wrighton's giving him a whole load of grief. Paul LeMay tucked in behind. Crowley's in pit lane. I wonder if Crowley's going to take the night off as it is from right now. But he is in pit lane currently. On board with Wrighton, and we go through the right-hander. If he's going to leave the door open, drop down underneath him. He didn't this time. Bruno keeps it tight to the curb. Now to run down into turn number 9. This is the corner that sometimes confuses people, because you nip up the inside there. Just look at the dot like that.
Look at LeMay come through there. Is he going to be able
exactly
to hold
like that?
Yeah, that was a great pass by LeMay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, that is the other turn that gets me here. Like, it's so flat that I always end up spinning going through there. I just struggle bad with that spot.
It's because you can have multiple different lines. I think that's the thing. There's multiple different lines that you can take through certain corners here. Kuma, Harry Lyndyke's one of them. Turn 9, turn 10's another one. It's like Kota. You got that. You can either take the wide entry, or you can come up inside and tighten it up. And that's the problem. You leave yourself open if you take the wide entry, that somebody's going to nip up underneath you, like Paul LeMay did on Solly Wrighton going into turn 9, because Wrighton went the normal racing line. LeMay said, nope, not going to have that, son. I'm going to take the inside line away from you.
Vitorino's coming up here. It looks like he's going to push Busan a little bit, but that's just allowing Bjorklund to, well, I was going to say get away. He is starting to get away. He's almost at 2 seconds now as Vitorino makes a move up the outside here. You going to be able to hold this? Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, Busan made a mistake.
Yeah,
Busan made a mistake.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I think LeMay got kind of cut off there. I think he was on a bit of a run through there himself, but he got his nose chopped off a little bit there.
Yeah, Busan made a mistake going into Hugenhartz, and that allowed Vitorino to come up, and that allowed LeMay to close right in through turn number 10. Now we're on the run down into Hans Ergbach. And LeMay still tucked in behind. Busan still not making moves on Vitorino. The important thing is, if you can't make a move here, stay as close as you can.
Right.
Like that. Look how close LeMay was up the back end of Busan there. If you can't make a move, stay very, very close. Yeah, Busan's got that wrong as well. He's got it wrong. This could be done before we even get to pit entry. It is done. Tucking behind him. Now this is where Busan's going to get the draft back at him now as well. LeMay's hugging that white line again on the inside. He's got that wall coming very, very close. Look at the guys behind. Bird's having a go at the same time. Busan's making too many mistakes. He's slipping and sliding, going in deep, overcooking the corners, missing the apexes. He's going to have to try and settle that down.
That's kind of how it goes, though, isn't it? You make one mistake, and then it kind of compounds itself, and you start missing your marks and your braking marks and your apexes, and it just kind of all goes wrong from there, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the thing. You know, you end up getting offline. Like in your own head, you get offline. And once you're offline, like I've seen multiple people so many times get bullied out at one corner and they're losing 4 spaces before the end of before the end of the lap because they're just bullied out of the way, and that's the problem. Buson's just got to get control of himself.
I tell you what, man, I think that George might have hit it. George just said that Simon has damage. I didn't see where he got that from, but I was just about to say, I'm shocked that Simon is not moving up through the field here. But if he's got some damage, apparently George must have noticed a little incident he got into or something. I'll be curious, as Bruno is all over, LeMay is all over Bruno here.
Yeah.
You got 2 nice battles.
Yeah, let's see if LeMay's going to go. Nope, sits in behind Bruno. Buson does.
Buson,
Bird. Yeah, Buson had a go at Bird. Open it up, Mike. Open it up. Late closing the door. That's going to allow Bird to come back through. Bird's going to have the right hander. He's going to have the inside hit. Buson again up high. LeMay locks up. Buson's coming underneath.
That was a nice
Bird
move.
locked up.
I don't know if he's
it definitely was.
I don't know if he's going to hold it or not, but that was a nice move there. Oh, Reitman's just going to stick his nose right on in there, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But Bird got through. Buson. Now Reitman's going to have a go. Edwards is in the back end. I don't know if Simon's got damage. I didn't see anything.
Me either, and there was no notification of any contact that he had. I don't see anything, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Let's do this real quick just to make sure. What if his steering wheel is squared away?
It
is turned a little bit, isn't it?
No, because he's.
You think he's on? No, he's good.
I think he's good. Let's follow on board with him. We got to get him going down the straight a little bit. It's hard.
It is. This track's got so much.
Yeah, catch him on the start-finish straight. He's got to go drive straight then.
Yeah, that's about the only one, really.
Yeah. Is he damaged? Hold it straight, Simon.
I don't know. That's pretty
straight.
It's pretty straight, though.
Slightly left-handed down a little bit. So whatever he's done it there. Bird's gone overshot the corner.
Yeah. Jamie locked it up there.
Yeah, Bird overshot the corner. Let's allow Buson to come back through again. These 4 having a right old scrap. Bjorklund now out in front by 3.2. Vitorino's got LeMay for company further up. Buson's got Bird, Wrighton and Edwards. Wynn's got Mellis, Glover and Matthew. It's a 3-pack battle here. You see this scrap is getting very, very feisty.
Yeah, I tell you, damage or not, man, you don't want Simon Edwards breathing down your neck like that. Talk about intimidating, just seeing that guy behind you and knowing how fast he is got to make you start driving out of your mirrors.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you, George? Why aren't you racing anyway?
Yeah.
He should be more up front. Check the lap times. If he's mid-29s, he's doing a lot better. His last lap time was a 1:30, but he is in traffic. Best lap time, 28.97, George. I hope that satisfies you.
Let's throw this up there just for a second. We'll flip it over and show their last lap time. That's their last lap time. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll let that stay up for maybe a lap or so, and then we'll flip it back. I think, honestly, it might have more to do with what George said earlier, which was the fact that and by the way, folks, we're reading this from YouTube chat. So if if you're interested in getting involved and having some conversation with us, more than welcome to jump in there and chat along with us, and we'll certainly reply. But George pointed out that Simon pretty heavily penalized the SR10s this week with weight, and I think that's what he was referring to with the 60 kilograms earlier. But the funny thing is, in conversations with Simon has revealed that he's actually faster in the SR8s. It kind of suits his driving style a little more, which is a higher momentum driver, keeps the momentum up on the car, doesn't need the horsepower to get out of the turns as much. And so when I think he over penalizes the 10s sometimes because of that. But yeah, this is what a credible job they do balancing these cars, because the reality is to get these cars as close as they are is really, really, really hard to do. As we see Stefan Malice here getting back by Colin Wynn. Both of us are saying his name all wrong tonight.
Mr. Wynn.
Well, I was saying I said Mellis wrong, and earlier you called him Wellis. Oh, Busan's putting a move right here.
Busan and Bird battling out. Vitorino's just up the road here as well. 10 to go. 10 gone, 8 to go. And Busan and Bird with Solly Wright and Simon Edwards, Stefan Mellis, Colin Wynn, Graham Matthews in behind that as well. Let's get the gaps back up on the left-hand side. You see the lap times, that's what's happening at the moment. George has just put Manchester. Well, if you're in Manchester, you could take your PC and put a wheel on a desk, George. Strap it to the desk.
I know a guy. I know a guy that does that when he travels for business. Do you? Oh, you don't.
I don't travel for business, but I do drive with a wheel strapped to a desk.
Well, no, I knew that. But by the way, I'm not gonna. We'll get into that later. But are you making a special appearance this week? Are you defending your championship this week? Real quick.
Well, I've been looking. It's not on at the moment.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be this week.
Yeah, I can't find it in anywhere in the iRacing schedule official thing. So if anybody knows when the MX500's on, let me know, because I'm going back to defend my championship. And if you don't know, yes, I did win it last year.
the 5-hour race win. Most impressive.
Hey, I was impressed, thank you very much.
NASCAR's only endurance race ever.
Yeah. I know, he loved it. Edwards is there. Busan and Bird, they've just swapped places at the same time. And now Busan's gone through, and Bird's going to have to try and chase him down again. Seems like them two are going to get stuck together here for a while. So let's see how they get on once more. Busan, Bird fighting it out. Reitenen's got Edwards tucked in behind him. Mellis has got Wynn and Matthews tucked in behind him. There's a lot going on in this one, Jim, and we've only got 7.5 laps to go.
There is, and there's a lot going on, but there's not a lot of passing. They're running together. They're staying much closer in this race than they did in the last one. Numerous battles happening, but passing doesn't seem to be that easy. Busan has made a few moves, but he's also gave up some spots with making a few mistakes along the way. But other than that, there's not a lot of passing. Paul LeMay, though, as we say that, has worked his way all the way up to second place, and he's up 8 spots in this race. Clearly been the dominant car today, really, if obviously his performance in the first race, and then in this race moving all the way up to second place. I don't know that he's going to make that 2 seconds up that he's got with just 6 laps to go. I guess 5 now. Or no, it's 6 now. Okay. What do you think? You think he can make that up?
He's looked very quick. He has looked very quick, but I do wonder if it's just too big of a gap. I think it might be a little bit too much for him.
Yeah, short of Bjork making a mistake or something, obviously.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to... Yeah, I doubt he'll take the win. Whether or not... Saying that, though, the gap is only 2 seconds, and we've still got a while to go, so... Never say never, I guess.
Right. That was a good James Bond film, by the way.
Thank you, mate. Is that even a film?
Yeah, Never Say Never. And then
no.
Yes, it was Never Say Never. Then they had another one called Never Say Never Again. Yeah, Sean Connery. It was at the end of Sean Connery's career when he retired as James Bond, said he would never be James Bond. Then he came back, and they said Never Say Never.
Oh, okay. There we go. Jamie Bird.
James Bond history there.
Yeah, absolutely. But Bird, Busan, Vitorino. These two closing in. I'm looking at the MX500 schedule. Friday at 11 o'clock. Saturday at 8 in the morning. Saturday at 1 in the afternoon. Saturday at 5 at night. Or Sunday at 1 a.m. in the morning.
That's you. So, that's you. Go for it all night.
No,
then you go straight to. That's right. Then you just leave straight out of the race.
No, it might be the Saturday at 8 a.m. Maybe the Saturday at 1 o'clock, actually. I don't fancy getting up early on a Saturday if I can help it. I don't think I've got a reason to get up this weekend. Maybe I'm missing something, which wouldn't be
I would be
surprise.
shocked if you didn't have 2 or 3 broadcasts lined up.
No, I think I got one. Is it one? Yeah, I think it's only one this weekend. So, yeah,
George,
I got one.
George is pulling for Paul, which he has cut it down now. We'll give him a little shot here. Well, in fact, let's do this. This ought to be interesting. We'll do this. Then we'll throw this camera up, and you can see Paul coming up behind him there. He has closed the gap down. The gap now is just over a second. So in a matter of a lap and a half, lap and 2/3, he has taken a full second out of that gap. So
yeah, that could explain the 28.6 that LeMay had over the 29.08.
Yeah, there you
so
go.
that's practically half a second. So there we go. On that one.
Yeah, was that the fastest lap? That was the fastest lap of the race he turned last lap.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Paul LeMay coming.
Yeah, it's coming at a rate of knots. Bird and Buson, though, they're not leaving each other alone either. Vitorino's going to be under attack very shortly. There they are. Crowley's still in pit lane. Buson's going to dive up the inside of Bird. Is he? Nope. They've managed to pull Vitorino in at the moment, but it's still not going to be close enough. They've got to sort out the tussle. They've got to stop fighting. Otherwise, they are going to be in trouble. That's going to be the problem. You don't stop fighting, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, well, they definitely got that pass done a little quicker, so they didn't lose a lot of time to him there. So, some beautiful flowers on the side of the road there.
Lovely.
Zandvoort in the fall.
Absolutely. Well, let's see how these guys get on. We haven't got long left, of course, in this race. Buson, Bird, Vitorino, LeMay's closing in on Kimon, JP Auckland. It's going to be a grandstand finish, I think. It's going to be 4 tenths, half a second as well. It's coming down quick, Jim.
Yeah, it is. I'm keeping an eye on it here, but I don't want to cut away from this because Buson is right up on top of Vitorino there. It was for a split second. In fact, it might be time to go visit these two up here.
Here we go. LeMay's going to pull it out now. Is he going to be able to get close enough? That's going to be the question. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get close enough this time.
Shockingly, he did not really pick up anything on that straightaway. The draft in these cars here at a half a second was, you would think he would have got sucked along, but didn't really pull him up any.
No, it did not. Through the left-hander they go. Now it's going to be run again here. Paul LeMay's just got to keep up with them lap times, and I think he'll get him.
Yeah, he is definitely turning out some fast laps. That's two fastest laps in the race back to back.
Yep.
So he was clearly holding on to something there, you know.
Yeah, Paul LeMay still tucked in 3 tenths. It's closing down, lap 15. How is this going to work out, Jim? What do we think is going to happen?
I mean, you got to assume that LeMay's probably going to get him at some point. I mean, he's closed up 2 seconds in two and a half laps. I mean, that's significantly faster. I mean, getting to somebody's one thing, passing him is another. But I don't know. I'd have to say my money's on Paul here.
Ooh.
With 3 laps to go. I don't know. 3 laps is not a lot to make a move around here and get by somebody.
No, he can't even get close enough either. He's trying to pull him in, can't get close enough on that last corner. He's going to have to try and do it. Bird and Buson, nose to tail, well, side by side practically. Buson's managed to hold on though. Bird sitting there, and Wrighton and Edwards.
That was a mistake. He twitched hard right there. I wonder if that's going to help Paul.
Still not closing in, though. Still not close enough.
He didn't, but Bjorklund had a big twitch there going through 3. By the way, George is just lighting us up with insight on the YouTube chat. Look, George, if you're going to travel for business and you're going to give us all these gems in YouTube chat, you might as well just come join us in the broadcast one day and share these wealths of wisdom with everybody watching, because if you're not in YouTube chat, you are missing a wealth of good information right here. Go ahead.
It says £5 Paul will pass Kim on the chicane. What chicane? Which turn are you on about? give me a hint here. If he stays close between here, it'll get him down into turn 1. But he has to stay close. He cannot afford to keep that gap away. As you say, the 10 will gain about 0.7.
The chicane he's talking about is that one that's, I guess, I don't know, probably about turn 8, 9, somewhere in there, 10, that little chicane through there with that little sand trap in the middle there.
I reckon if he's going to get him, he'll get him at 9 or 10. There you go.
Oh. That was an interesting spot to try a move.
Yeah, he'll get him in turn 9 or 10 now. Here we go. Bjorklund cannot leave this door open because LeMay will get him. Don't get me wrong. I've known Kim for a while in that car. I've known Paul for a while. And both are top-notch drivers. Kim can drive. He can defend. LeMay can attack when he needs to.
Oh, very much so.
Through turn 10. Turn 10. Doors open.
Oh, there he goes.
Turn 10. Done. Told you, George, you owe me £5 because I said turn 10. And that's what I'm going with.
Well, George typed 10, I think, before the pass actually got made.
So don't make excuses.
He's gonna battle you now for the money. He's not gonna want to give it up.
This is a surprise, isn't it? You know what I mean?
He's the Portuguese man of war. You can't take it from him.
Oh, Bjorklund's gone off. Go back to Kim.
Hold on, let's see.
He lost a bunch of time. He literally had a slide coming out of the corner. Buson's been off as well.
Yeah, let's do this real quick.
Watch as he comes out of this final corner. Oh, we're a bit far back.
Sorry.
That's all right. Leave it. That's fine.
It was to get a quick jump back. That was the best I could do.
Yeah, watch. He's just going to go, and then he starts running wide, running wide. Big, massive wiggle.
He's lucky he saved that, man. Wow.
Yeah, great save there. But Paul LeMay is going to take the victory for race number 2. Double win for Paul. 10th to 1st. Great job from him.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked unstoppable here.
Off the track map up. See where they're at.
Villarino there. We've got Bird and Edwards battling with Wrighton and still not managing to get through.
Yeah, I was going to jump back here for a second, see if there was anything going to happen back here. Keep an eye on where Paul is. We want to certainly get with him when he gets towards the final straight.
Yeah, Paul's got 2 corners to go.
Yeah,
Bruce and a Bird. We're going to have this as well. Let's jump on back with our leader. Paul LeMay comes over the line. It's going to be a double chicken winner dinner for Paul LeMay. Over the line he goes. Kim Andre Bjorklund in second. Bruno Villarino stayed third. Solly Wrighton did grab 4th ahead of Bird and Edwards. Buson down in 7th there. I wonder how happy he's going to be about that. But a great little fight with all of these guys here again.
I mean, it really was some really good battles. Tough to pass, but there was a lot of the guys sticking and pressuring each other. Good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Fully agree. And Colin Wynn over the line. Graham Matthews comes over the line. And great job from everybody. Phil Glover, final one over the line here as well.
I don't think Phil's a big fan of this track, if I remember. I think he had said he was not a huge fan of Zandvoort.
No, there's probably a lot of people that aren't. Let's bring you up the results here. Paul LeMay, second win in the evening. Come on, JP Auckland in second, Brutavino Reno in third, then Solly Wright and Jamie Bird, Simon Edwards, Mike Buson, Stefan Mellis, Colin Wynn and Graham Matthews round out the top 10. Phil Glover and Luke Crowley. Props to Kim, is almost 0.5 seconds fastest to stay in front. He gets a bonus point for most laps led. Oh, well, there you go. And yes, James, £5 for you. Thank you very much. Winner. Let's have a quick chat with Mr. Phil Glover as he's driving around the racetrack. Phil, good evening. How are you?
James? Yeah.
How's it going, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm struggling to see where I'm going. It's got that misty.
No, you don't like Zandvoort?
Well, I do quite like it, actually. Just wasn't really my night.
No, just a bad night then at the office.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, mate. Well, listen.
It was a good racing for you guys.
He might have.
Yeah, it was great.
Phil might have been distracted by the girls in the bathing bikinis on the beach. You know, they're right there.
Yeah. I went all misty-eyed.
Yeah, I bet you did, son. I bet you did. No, it's been good for us, mate, as long as it's been good to you. Listen, heading off to Mid-Ohio next week. What do you think?
Well, that's Jim's country, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes. What you think, you think about Mid-Ohio? You like it?
I do, actually. Yeah, it's a long time since I've driven it. I think it was Race Room I used to drive that quite a lot in.
Okay, mate. Well, let's see how you get on.
Yeah, time will tell, eh?
Absolutely. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Just everybody turned up. Always a good thing.
Awesome job, mate. No worries at all. You take care, buddy. We'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, see you later.
See you, Phil.
See you, Jim. Take care, mate.
Right, next up, let's have a chat with Mr. Kim on JP Auckland, led for the majority of race number 2. Just could not quite bring it over the line there. Had a wicked slide in the final quarter. Managed to hold on to it because the man's more skilled than Max Verstappen, really. He just doesn't know it. Kim, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm really good, thanks.
Good, bud. Long time no speak. How you been?
I've been really good.
Good. Good. Yeah, nice racing out there.
Yeah, it was tough to hold the SR8 behind me. They were really quick on this flowing track.
Yeah, but you did well. Bit of a moment, though, at the end of race number 2.
Yeah, I just tried to send it through the second to last corner just to maybe be able to pass Paul again on the straight, but yeah.
Well, listen, dude, not a bad evening of racing for you as well. How's your season been, mate? You know what I mean? How's it been for you? Not too great in the championship, though.
Wasn't able to race the two first tracks, so and a bad one at Phillip Island. So it's all been okay 3 or 4 races. So I'm pretty much, yeah.
Dude, we got half a season left to go. There's still plenty of time for you to make it back. Listen, bud, well done for finishing in second place in race number 2. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Of course, my teammates. And you guys.
Okay. Okay, bud. No problem at all. Take care, Kim. We'll catch you soon, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, next up, we're going to have a chat with a double winner here this evening. He didn't want to... He went... And what? And winner, race number 1. He weren't happy with race number 1. He went out and run race number 2, just purely because he wanted everybody to know that he weren't a fluke. It is, of course, Mr. Paul LeMay. Paul, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm not so bad, boss. How are you? Good to see
all
you
right,
back.
mate. Yeah, I thought I'd pop in, say hello, do a little bit.
Good stuff.
We brought in a big celebrity for you this week, Paul. We knew you were going to have a big week, so we wanted to bring the boss man in here and let him show up,
Signed photos, £5, everybody, if you want to hit me up with DMs on Discord. That'd be amazing. Paul, listen, you're having a bit of a flyer here tonight. What went on there then?
Well, I've done loads of BOP practice and setting up with Simon this week, so I've done a load of laps. I did some adjustments. I put a stiffer elastomer in the brake, and it seemed to really help me out tonight. So I just got my head down and just went for it. So I was trying to make up for messing up at Silverstone at the beginning of the season. So I'm pleased that I've managed to, sort that one out, as it were.
Yeah, what's going on? You and Kim both up the front tonight, but both of you doing rather rotten in the championship. What's going on?
I think I had started off with Mosport in VR, and my VR crashed. And
Nice.
I think I've missed one, and I've had a couple of DNFs. DNFs. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny old season, really, and I've been struggling a bit with my arms, so that hasn't helped.
I was going to ask how you feeling? You better? You feeling a little better? I know you set out last week, I believe it was, or in one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was too bad. I'd had some injections, some cortisone injections, and they weren't working. And it's sort of over the last few days, it's just suddenly decided to get better. So so I'm really pleased about that. So not too painful in the shoulder at the moment, and can't complain.
All right.
Good job there, buddy. Well done on that one. Well done on your wins. And let's see how you go, mate. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
I think Kim, really. I know he didn't do a great deal of practice, but he just lost it in the last corner there. And if he hadn't have done, he would have probably got me down the straight anyway. So, shout out to Kim.
Oh, man, no worries at all. Well, Paul, take care, buddy. Get well, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Okay, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, Jim, last final word from you. Colin, we could do with a photo of the dartboard. Of what? Who you want to chuck darts at now, Colin? Jesus Christ, buddy.
Probably
What's
you.
going on?
I'm guessing you, the celebrity, the big superstar.
Yeah, that's it. That's probably it. I'll send you a signed photo, Colin. Just DM me £5. You got it sorted out. Final words, Jim. What do you reckon of Zandvoort? Good race?
No, it was fine. I mean, it wasn't the most passing we've ever seen in a race, but there was a lot of battles. Clearly, Paul showed up this week in rare form. I mean, he flat turned it on this week, and that was quite impressive. Good race, good racing. Not a lot of DNFs. Everybody kept them running out there, and there was battles all up and down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Take care. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed the race. Don't forget Mid-Ohio next week. I've been JP. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham, and as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on a track sometime. Good night.